Halloween tonight!
Guys, I'm Joey Welsh, your host. We got sound here? Sound good? Lieutenant, get my rank up. Get your fucking feet off the stage. Act like you didn't fucking take a couple bridges to get here. Let's go. Come on. Guys, I'm Joey Welsh. Thank you very much for coming on out tonight, folks. Get all the way here. Your boys, your favorite podcast in the city, Greenfield'S finest, are right in the back, waiting to come on. Keep it going for us. Here we go, baby. This is fucking the safest part of Allentown, 2 blocks from the police station. This show is brought to you by Key Fobs and the Club, apparently from that video they played before. Pretty good. Tell you a little about myself. This guy kind of fucked my rank up already, but my name is Joey Welsh. I'm a firefighter for the city of Pittsburgh. It's my day job. Every time I tell people that, like, why don't you have a mustache or abs? Like, I don't know. You're a person. How come you don't have feelings or a filter? Guess I'm not making the calendar this year, Jagoff. You know? Work's going all right, though. Just made lieutenant. Thank you. Thank you. I was number 1 on the list, man. I studied my ass off. My boy's like, how'd you do so well? You were in the reading van all throughout grade school and high school. You were with me, yeah. I was like, dude, I just studied for like 6 months. I really wanted the job. And I also got prescribed Adderall in my 30s. You can achieve your dream 1 milligram at a time, folks. In my case, it was 10. It's a little different, man, being an officer. I have to interact with the public a little bit more. We had a call. This lady said flames are coming through her light socket. I was like, get on the rig, boys. This is the real deal. We get there and her light bulb is flickering. Just like Chicago Fire. Same shit. We talked to her for a while. She was a sweetheart, man. But like at the end of it, she was like, "Sir, I just got one more question for you. Is the COVID almost over?" And you'll see, like, I'm in no position to speak on this pandemic as my set progresses. But just looked at her. I was like, "Yeah, you'll be all right." Do you? Like, I know that's probably where that conversation died, right then and there, but what if it didn't? What if she went to like a fucking store with mask mandated, get my rank all fucked up? Like, I don't know, listen to you, the general's at my house. Fight over friends over a party. I probably wiped out a whole bridge club in Carrick. Protect and serve, man. Took an oath. Shit's wild, man. We do a lot of people on wild drugs. Anybody here smoke PCP? Woo! Allentown, you know.
At one time.
Let's not be shy now, you know. That shit is wild, man. I'd rather wrestle an alligator than deal with somebody on that. We had a call in Market Square for this white dude on all fours in his underwear barking at a dumpster. Like, I didn't know how to handle it. Like, the cops weren't there. So I just started treating him like he was my own dog. Picked up a stick, started playing fetch. Scratching his butt. Cop was up there, what are you doing, man? I was like, I don't know, man. He's being a good boy. Got any treats? We got another call for another white dude on PCP. White people love PCP in the summertime here in the city, folks. It's our drug of choice. This dude was being combative in his kitchen. When we get there, his buddy's smoking a cigarette on the front porch. He's like, dude, I'm so glad you're here. My buddy Knock Knock smokes some bad stuff. He needs your help. It's like, what's his name? It's like, Knock Knock. I'm like, why do you call him Knock Knock? He's like, because nobody's home. Great. You know? Let's see what Knock Knock's up to. Knock Knock is butt-ass naked in his kitchen, spraying hairspray into a grill lighter. Flames are all over the place. And we're there for a while waiting for the police to show up, and he started to get a little irritated. He's like, hey, man, can you do me a favor? If you're going to hang out in my kitchen, can you not stare at my junk? I was like, I assure you, Mr. Knock. I'm not staring at your junk, man. You're shooting flames like the tailpipe from the Fast and the Furious. Nervous as shit. As I said that, cops came in the back door, tackled him, did a good job. But I wanted to mess with him, you know, he's being a jerk. I was like, hey, officer, be careful. He doesn't have a gun or a knife or anything like that. He just got a little ass dick. Knock, knock, got a little dingling. I'm married. Married, man. Nobody gives a fuck. Save that shit. You don't come to social clubs with your fucking wife normally. You know? Sign the books here and get out. I like my wife, you know. She is cool. My therapist keeps telling me to say that shit. You know what I mean? It's a good mantra. Like, I noticed, like, one of the keys to marriage, like, you have to deal with your significant other just bitching at you for the rest of your life. Like, you don't see cheesy lawyers on TV. It's like, your wife nag you too much, I get you some entitled compensation. No. Would never win. We had a call for this dude having a heart attack on his living room floor. And we get there and we start doing CPR. As we're doing CPR on this lifeless body, this dude's wife is in the corner still bitching at him. Get up, Frank, we know you're faking it. This world ain't gonna paint itself. When you do compressions on somebody, they're pretty lifeless, you know? But I'm like 3 or 4 deep and this dude's eyes just open and then close real quick. I just whisper in his ear, I'm like, do you want me to kill you? Never hear this broad again, man. The Greenfield Grim Reaper. Pandemic was all right for me, man. I bought a new house. Got a pool. In-ground too, bitches. I feel rich as shit, like I know how the tea works. Pool work is the Lord's work, man. I get why so many pornos start off with people trying to fuck a pool boy, because I'm about to fuck a pool boy. My wife is about to fuck said pool boy. I don't give a shit. Get the algae off the bottom. We're just like outside of Pool City trying to recruit some college kid that's home for the summer. I'm wearing like a Tommy Bahama, mixing up some Mai Tais. She's dressed like Pam Anderson. I'm like, nobody watches that shit anymore. It's not 1992. You know, pull your fucking titties out. Let's get these kids here. Having a pool's big where I come up from, man, because I don't have to go to the public pool anymore. Fuck McGee. He ain't getting my pool tag anymore, player. Last time I was there, man, it was a couple summers ago. This 12-year-old was just flinching at me. You know, he flicked a Newport at my feet. I was like, dude, don't get it twisted. Your dad beat my ass 25 years ago, but I will fuck you up. Fucking drown then, dog. I ain't with the bullshit. I went to the post office recently. It's just like me, like whenever you guys go to the post office, like you're not 100% confident what you need to do. I feel like I'm gonna fuck it up every time I'm in there. Like, I walked in, I was like, this will be normal, you know, nothing will be different. Completely wrong. Packages are flipping all over the place. People are screaming like the stock exchange. Like 4 people cut in front of me, like, I don't know what I want yet, go ahead, you know. Finally, this lady was like, you need something? And I had $40 in my right hand and the license in my left hand. And I just walked to the front of the line and I say, is this enough? Like, I didn't even say, like, I wanted to mail anything. She looked at me like, who is responsible for you? Why are you walking around this neighborhood by yourself? She was real sweet. She was like, honey, do you want to mail something? I was like, I do. Where to? California. It was real efficient, real sweet. The moral of this story is, folks, next time you feel uncomfortable in a situation, just pretend like you're slow. It works. Been there twice since. They call me Little Joey. Or Slow Joe. Either or. I'm a father of two. I'd hold the applause. They're in the car. Got one of the beat cops watching, blooping with them and shit. I'm all right, man. My daughter was the first granddaughter on my parents' side, and they were pumped, man. I told them over dinner, told my parents. As dinner progressed, my mom started to get this sour look on her face. I was like, Mom, what's going on? She's like, I just wish you would have told me you were trying. That's all. I would have loved to know my baby boy's trying to have a kid of his own. I think it's really weird when people tell you they're trying to have children. We all been at the cookout, and that one couple starts to get a little creepy, like, you ready, babe? Huh? You want to do it? We'll do it together. Grab my hand. I love you. Attention, everybody. We have an announcement to make. We're trying to have a baby. What do you think? Like, cool, guys. Congrats on all the sex, I guess. My wife had the flu last week. I signed up for Pornhub Premium. So I'm glad you're getting all that practice in. That's dope. Like, I wouldn't even know how to bring it up in casual conversation either. Like, hey, Joe, what'd you do this weekend? Like, I had a bunch of yard work I had to do. Oh, by the way, I'm nailing my wife without condom or birth control. Just ejaculating right inside her, trying to form a fetus. And I gotta stay in my deck. Nice little weekend. 37, man, married, 2 kids. I don't feel like I'm in my prime. I feel like I'm ring chasing, if you catch my drift at this point. I notice I'm getting older because my interests are starting to get a little weird. Like, we were at a party last summer. It's a bunch of parents. We got sitter. People having drinks, having a good time. And my boy just points across the yard. He's like, yo, check that out. And I look over there, and I see this beautiful retaining wall. Even Steven, power washed, uplighting. I was like, this shit is dope. Good for Gary. This probably cost him like 50 grand. I'm sure he got a home equity loan. He was always good with his money. My boy's like, no, you idiot. Her titty's out. My wife's friend just got her boobs done. She was showcasing the final product. That's where I'm at right now, folks. There's a brand new 2021 refurbished titty just a cornhole toss away. And the only thing I can think about, like, man, this Versalock's worth the money. Got to give me some of that limestone. I'm just watching weird shit, man. I'm watching weird videos. I'm watching videos of, like, dudes cooking steaks in the woods. I know what I'm talking about. It's like these hikers that go like 10 miles up this steep ass cliff with like tomahawk steaks, put it on fishing line over an open fire. I'm like, look at that crust. I'm watching one in bed with my wife. She's like, hey, do you want to fool around? I was like, this dude has been aging this ribeye in buttermilk for 3 weeks. I have to take a rain check. See how this shit pans out. Talk about drinking a little bit. I've been doing it since I was 13, but I've been drinking recently. You know what's fun about not drinking? Not much. My yard looks great. Wake up every Saturday and talk about what grass seed I should plant. I'm going to go with the Kentucky Bluegrass next year, Tommy. Make it ship all like PNC Park, cuz. Yeah. I smoke weed. Don't you ever smoke weed? Yeah, that's a good response. Every time I yell at people don't say shit like I'm a cop. Like, you just ignore the first half of my fucking set, dude. I don't give a shit. I had to take like 10 years off with work smoking weed. I still like to get high. I just like to do the same things in my 20s as I do in my 30s. In my 20s, I'd smoke a couple joints, do some shots, go to the club, listen to some T-Pain, have a night. In my 30s, I just like to do normal things high. I like to go to the grocery store high. Because when you're high at the grocery store, you love all the cheeses. I was high as shit in the deli, man, squeezing fresh mozzarella in one hand and sniffing feta in the other. Can't do that anywhere else. Imagine this is the bus stop, just squeezing and sniffing cheeses. Walk yourself to jail, psycho. I don't like to go to the store high with my wife because she's one of those people that will eat or drink something before we actually pay for it. We walk into Giant Eagle, she sees a little cooler of water. She's like, "Oh, I'm thirsty." Start chugging. I'm like, "What are you doing, Al Capone?" There's eyes in the sky everywhere. We're gonna get pinched. Who's gonna raise these kids? I like to push my daughter around in the cart whenever I'm high because she picks out snacks I normally wouldn't. It's like having a little random button in the cart. We're going down the chip aisle. She sees Chester Cheetah. I'm like, "Hell yeah, we'll get some Cheetahs, dog, you know." Hollands too, shit. I like to take her to the frozen food section because she pounds on the glass like she's at the zoo. I'm like, "Bagel bites, you can eat them anytime, 2 for 2. Let's go, pick out a dessert." Take her out of the cart, she walks down to the ice cream, gives it an up down. She's like, "Oh, Dad, that looks good." And picks out Neapolitan ice cream. I'm like, "What the fuck, kid? You were off to such a hot start. This shit's the worst. There's so many better flavors. This isn't an Oregon Trail." Where's your mother? She's probably stealing something. Guys, that's my time. Are you ready for the main event? Come on, folks. You ready? I'm going to bring up the man of the hour. He has a monthly show at Contra Theater. He's a regular at this point on WDVE. He is your finest co-host of Greenfield'S Finest Podcast, Mike Zidell! Keep it going for Joey Welsh, everybody!
Thanks everybody for coming to Allentown. I love Allentown. I used to come here all the time 8 years ago when I was on heroin. And I walked to the convenience store about 2 hours ago and nothing's changed. Are you guys ready for me to bring the first person up? You say tomato, I say tomato. He's the angriest guy in Pittsburgh. Make some noise for Angry John Rosado! There he is! Yeah, Rosado! The next guy coming to the stage, he got 9.5 toes and he loves putting drugs up his nose. Make some noise for Anthony Shuley! I told you I'd get you. Last, but definitely not least, this took a little time to write. He went through a rough patch and he had a colostomy bag and his life was all shitty. But he got a brand new asshole and now he's known as Greedy! 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 Greedy!
I dyed my hair for this. This is fun.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Greenfield'S Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Zidell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building.
What's up, buddy?
No, let's get this thing started.
Check out the pussy in this place, huh? Holy fuck.
I think I seen my mom's tits in the picture in the bathroom. Talk about a throwback. Girl only knows what she's done for cocaine in Allentown. I don't know why you're cheering, dude. My mom's not that hot. You can titty fuck her if you want. Thank you. Bought your $15 ticket. Yeah.
I mean,
I bet it is coming.
she's an Allentown 6.
Yeah, she's Valentine's sick. Oh, but you got teeth in, absolutely.
Dude, I was trying to think of the life for me, like why you call me gritty. You know, I smoke a fair amount of weed these days. I can't remember.
We were talking about Aaron Rodgers. I think everyone remembers Aaron Rodgers was saying about Pittsburgh, what gives Pittsburgh, it called it gritty. And we were like, what's grit? And we were like, grit's when you stay up for 2 days snorting coke and drinking and show up for work on Monday. That's
it.
That's grit. That's a lot of grit. And we started calling you gritty, and you said that better not fucking stick. And as you see 100 people just chanting
Yeah, it looks like
gritty.
it might be sticking.
It's stuck. It's stuck.
Whatever, I like whatever. I'll be gritty. I just don't like big gritty. It makes me seem fat.
Yeah, we'll just call you gritty the titty. That's even worse.
Way worse. So we did our show on Tuesday, and you know, we go around every week. Hey, what you guys get into this weekend? And I got married, and I completely forgot to bring it up.
Get used to it. You're gonna be forgetting that shit all the time, dude.
And Zebra was like, dude, do you like not want to bring that up? I was like, what's that? And he was like, you got married. I was like, oh, yeah.
And he brushed over that real fucking
I did,
quick.
but I brought it up on DVD, too, and they fucking, like, shot it right down.
They thought it was a joke. He had on like a collared shirt. And you're like, where the hell are you going after this? The country club. He's like, no, I'm going to get married. Like, okay, anyway, keep the show moving. But like, from my point of view, you know, I'm 41 years old. I'm in a committed relationship, but I'd like to get a gander of some strange. I'm missing an opportunity to see naked chicks because someone didn't have a fucking bachelor party.
It's most selfish.
Greedy is selfish. Boo, greedy.
I had to get on some health insurance, guys. That's like the honest to God truth, too. We can still do a bachelor party.
Yeah.
I can't be responsible for you. Like, you just got 7 years, dude. My bachelor party can't be responsible for you falling off the fucking wagon.
Going over the head. What happened? Jack got married and I'm back in rehab. Yeah. Jacqueline, you're doing great. She's pregnant.
Podcast is canceled.
On hiatus. Probably show Kenny's filling in for me till
That's not a bad plan. So Lainey's not here tonight. She got LASIK, so she's out for tonight. But yesterday she got her surgery done, and I played nurse all day. I was fucking picking up tissues. I was fucking filling up waters, getting the eye drops in order. And I think Kenny, we're even. You know what I mean? Yeah, I almost died for a couple months. 3 months of a shit bag.
Yeah.
You gave her a couple eye drops. That makes sense.
It's a push.
Yeah.
Poor Reedy was scrubbing shit out of toilets for months. Still having intercourse with Jack with a shit bag on.
Dude,
She bought so many new sheets. What an angel.
that thing used to explode. It was fucking insane. Yeah. Well, both, Kenny. She's used to little Jack exploding. When the bag would explode, we would and then you're in a dire time. Like, what do we do here? Do we finish or do we clean this up?
Yeah.
And after a couple explosions, you just ride it out.
Jack, you're a finisher. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, you got to get it done.
Yeah, happier than a pig and shit.
Just a little bit, too. The backyard brawl yesterday. Ran out of beer, Seabird.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Could you imagine being down there, fucking getting shit-faced all day, and then just running out of beer?
Well, the thing is,
I would have left.
Yeah, you gotta leave.
Today's population loves uppers. So you got 70,000 people down there. 60,000 were on either Adderall or cocaine. You're gonna run out of fucking beer. We got 120 people here tonight, and this place might run out of fucking beer. I'm looking at Kenny and his boys, and they're working on it. These guys are.
They're definitely gonna run out of coke.
Kenny's like, no, I don't. Relax, Kenny. I had a call.
in the bathroom.
Oh, sure, his dad's right behind you.
I'll meet you there too.
You see them two walk up any minute?
Mom, they're joking. Hey, you want to meet my... Sure. Hey, Kenny, you want to meet my dad?
So Coke jokes always play. So some girl, West Virginia fan, shit her pants. So Z-Bird hit me up yesterday, and he was like, hey, did you put the show together yet? And I was like, not yet. I was like, the Backyard Brawl is tomorrow. They're going to send us. We're going to get a blessing from a Backyard Brawl.
Yeah.
And sure enough, some girl shit all over herself in the stands.
A WVU fan.
WVU, covered in shit and just rode the whole game out. Like, just sitting in the shit. And, like, that's tough, dude. I mean,
That's ballsy. That's what
well,
it is.
it's ballsy. It's Kenny, I'm glad you're up front. Come on.
I mean, dude, that's like when I went on DV and confessed to America that I shit my pants in Ocean City.
Disgusting.
And I let it go, and then it was funny because you were there, and I felt like you could have stepped up and said something.
What story did I tell that day? Was that the cat story?
Not the
Not the story.
Not the whole story.
Not the whole story.
So the fun fact about the day that Z-Bird shit his pants, I also shit my pants. But I'm much more comfortable talking about it in Allentown than I am on WDV. So he was that whole time, he was like looking at me like waiting for me to offer. I was like, oh, I shit my pants too. And like, I was like, well, I'm not fucking saying that. I'm talking about I'll talk about fucking a cat lady all day, but I ain't talking about shitting my pants. But no, I definitely shit my pants. Me and Z-Bird got so fucked up when we were kids, we had a dual shitting in Ocean City, Maryland.
I got to drive you guys back home for 8 hours.
So half of our friends left us, and John was like, so I guess I'm taking you two home. And we were like, oh yeah. That ride was a depressing ride.
You slept the whole time, or you just fake slept. I don't know what happened. Z-Bird was at least up.
I think we were drugged. What's the chances of both of us shitting our pants like that?
Oh, so we were
Drugged
drugged.
yourself.
Someone put I was drugged with cocaine and alcohol. Someone drugged me, and I shit my pants.
Yeah.
But dude, that was the worst thing is riding home after you shit your pants with the other guy that shit his pants. And like,
Because you can't even talk shit on the other person because we're both there. So John just had to be like, it will be all right, guys. You know, it's not that big a deal. I mean, at least you guys did it together.
Yeah.
I feel bad for John because he couldn't even talk shit on nobody. He's sitting with two shitty pants, dude. You
As
know?
long as you entertain me on the ride home, dude, I was worth
You just
it.
keep it in your
Wind the
pants.
windows down, we'll be good.
this is before cell phones and everything. So we weren't even getting texts like of the dude's jokes yet. And like as soon as we got back to Greenfield, it was, "What's up? How was Ocean shitty?" I heard dudes were getting shitty at the beach. And fucking me and Poopy Pants, we didn't have nothing to say. You know what I mean?
I don't know how I'm poopy pants out of the situation. We're both. If text messaging / social media would have been around back then, I would have killed myself or stayed in. I would have just been like a lifetime bartender in Ocean City. Like, dude, why'd you never go back home? Like, dude, this one time I shit my pants, and I knew this is me forever. You know what I mean? Just making dirty bananas till I'm fucking 90.
It's a sign from God.
Making fun of other kids that come down and shit their pants.
Yeah. No, I'd be like, listen, youngster, I was there one time.
Yeah, you've been
I
the old
need a
time.
bar back. Come on over.
We got a bucket of ice for you here for all the shitty pants.
So Z-Bird did a little drive through Oakland yesterday, and he calls me. He's like, dude, you'll never believe what Oakland looks like. So, mind you, the Backyard Brawl yesterday. He's like, there's pussy everywhere. And I'm like, you don't say there's pussy everywhere in Oakland the night of the Backyard Brawl, the day of the Backyard Brawl. He was all horned up, ready to go.
I don't get out much. So it's the thing when I got off the drugs and got off the drinking, and I'm in a committed relationship, and you drive through Oakland, there's a bunch of smoking hot 20-year-olds. Like, what do you do? I called Jack like it was breaking news. Like, you're not gonna believe it. Jack, listen to this. You know how there's that big football game today, Pitt versus West Virginia? Surprisingly, there's so much pussy out in Oakland right now. You wouldn't believe it. These girls, I'm seeing butt cheeks, tits, everything.
You had a good idea, though, with the OnlyFans shirt.
So, yeah, my idea was like, so all these chicks are like starting OnlyFans. Like, if you were like a smoking hot chick and you went down to the pit game and somehow got on camera, but had like your OnlyFans like thing on your shirt, you'd be rich. I'd take a gander at her tits. Like, if it was a hot chick on TV.
Not even on TV. If you're at a giant, I mean, there was 70,000+ people down there last
Tailgate,
night.
right.
If you're at a tailgate and you got your OnlyFans link up and you're like hot and you got a little crop top shirt on, like, you know how many drunk perverts would sign up for that?
$7. I got drunk.
What, they just
So,
Yeah.
They say I haven't drank in 7 years. Of course
man.
I'll fucking sign up.
yeah, $7 and I can see your coos. I'm in.
Yeah.
Sign me up for the 3 months, son. I gotta pay 50. So I get a discount. I gotta pay $5 a month. I can see your coos for 3 months. That's a fucking deal.
$21 to see a college girl's coos for 3 months ain't bad. That ain't bad.
I think the one thing with the economy, like the price of seeing coos is dropping, but like.
You think the coos price is down?
But prostitution has gone up.
Obviously it's coosflation.
Yeah. It's, like you can see the coos for much cheaper, but to actually get in the coos, it's a lot more expensive. I bet.
Right.
Man, I haven't got a hooker in a long time. I don't know.
Well, we are now in time. Yeah. What do you got $17?
You're in.
I was about to tell a hooker story. I'm not doing it. I was like on the tip of my tongue.
You sure you didn't tell Lainey not to come here tonight?
She got LASIK, John.
All right.
That doesn't mean she can't hear.
24-hour surgery. I got it.
She woke up. She's like, my eyes are feeling great. I was like, you're not feeling that great.
Go ahead. Don't risk it.
You look terrible, baby. You should stay home.
My parents were like, should I come? I'm like, absolutely not. I was like, I don't think it's going to start till like 11 at night. So like, that's way past your bedtime.
My mom wanted to come, and I was like, the Pat buses don't run that late.
So Z-Bird sent me an accidental text last night too. Z-Bird, what you got? Some cards yesterday you're opening up? You're pretty excited about?
I got a hobby now.
To say the least. So Z-Bird sends me a pic of a bunch of cards, and like you do that a lot, you fuck up. Yeah. But I don't know who you're like. So he's trying to send a text to our friend Andy, and this is what the text said after like all the cards. It was like, boom. Only open 5 packs, pussy smasher. Call me tomorrow to go down Barnes & Noble's. So what the fuck is going on where you and Andy are like you're just calling Andy pussy smasher out of nowhere? Then you're like meeting at Barnes & fucking Noble's?
That's our spot.
You like what's going on?
They got a fucking Starbucks in there.
So you guys get all hopped up and just like fucking talk about cards and smash pussy?
I gotta get him fired up. I call him Pussy Smasher. You know what I mean? And he gets excited. It brings back some youth, and he's like, "Yeah, there might be some fucking college coos down there. Let's go down and hammer some frappuccinos."
At Barnes & Noble's in the waterfront.
Yeah. Let's hammer some frappuccinos. Look at some coos.
Only open 5 packs, pussy smasher. And I was like, what the fuck is this, dude?
I don't have much to look forward to. That's what gets me excited anymore. You seen how excited I got when I seen some pussy. I called you it was a 911 call. Like I was having a heart attack in Oakland.
Like, dude, it's like everywhere. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's the first week of school. It's fucking 78 degrees. It's Oakland backyard brawl. That's all right, buddy. Listen, no one likes a creek cruise or Oakland more than me. I just don't let the world know about it when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But I'll casually go through there a few times a week. I live in the North Hills. There's no convenience in Oakland for me right now. But I'll find my way over there. You know, Shenley Park's nice.
I mean, the leaves are going to change. You got a reason now. The leaves are going to change. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I like foliage.
Who doesn't?
So I'm glad Big Ben retired. I needed him out of there. I had enough. I don't know if I ever told this story before, but Big Ben fucked my college girlfriend. So I don't know, 20-something, whatever. Ben was in his heyday. He just got to town. He was knocking fucking everything down. Every girl I knew was Big Ben's girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend was a host at P.F. Chang's. Ben loved P.F. Chang's. So he was down there all the time, and oh, Ben was in today. I'm like, great, dude. Yeah, I think he's gonna be great. Good for Ben. Enough with Ben. So I was dating her for a few months, probably a year, dude, and we go to Christmas, and it was a big Christmas party. Like, we're talking about probably like 50 people, big family. I'm meeting most of them for the first time. I go in. She has a slower aunt. You know, she's just a little slow. So I walk in, and she's like, "You're not Big Ben." And I'm like, "Neither the fuck are you." Like, what's going on? And she was like, "I thought she was dating Big Ben." And I'm like, "Roethlisberger?" I was like, "Dude, I work at Bravo." And she was like, "So you're not like a Steeler at all?" And I'm a waiter at Bravo Italia Cucciana in the waterfront. Barely about to get bounced back to fucking server's assistant, the way this is going. and she was so disappointed because like this lady who was like a little slower thought she was going to her family Christmas party and Big Ben was going to be there. Instead, you get me.
Wait, did she have a jersey and a football ready to get signed? Like, oh, Big Ben's gonna be here.
No, she
It's
didn't
Jack.
have that, but like she was amped for Big Ben, so she keeps like bringing it up, and I'm like looking at her, I'm like, dude, what's this? They're like, oh, she's slow, and I'm like, yeah, I was like, but that's pretty like, that's pretty
Detailed.
specific,
Yeah.
I was like, well, she don't seem that slow, you know. And like she keeps going on, like and like like I really thought he was gonna be there. Do you know him? And I'm like, dude, are you? Did you fuck Big Ben? And she was like, no, don't be crazy. I'm like, oh, you're slow aunt. Won't stop talking about it, and they keep saying like, well, she's not all there. She's not all there. I was like, she made the fucking ham. You know what I mean? Like she put a honey baked ham together. Like so like she understands that like you probably fucked Ben Roethlisberger. And then so we just ended like I dated her for years after that, and she'll still never admit it, but like I'm 98% sure she fucked Ben Roethlisberger. And her aunt just like ratted her out. I'd never seen someone's face that was so like disappointed before that I wasn't Ben Roethlisberger, and rightfully so, because if you think Ben's gonna be,
What do you think she like bragged to her family that she was hooking up with Ben? Like,
yes.
She thought they were dating.
I think she probably brought up like Ben comes down here all the time. Maybe told her mom or her aunt or something like that. They slipped, and the slow one couldn't keep it to herself. She was too excited to meet Big Ben.
She didn't know how to keep a secret. Everybody else got
Absolutely
it. She
not.
didn't.
So yeah, I'm glad that fuck retired. And then I had to cheer for him for all those years. He won all those Super Bowls. It's like his rookie year. I'm like, oh, dude.
Hopefully tears an ACL.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, that was a fucked up Christmas. I remember like sending a text message, like, dude, can anybody come get me and Thomas Jefferson? I'm pretty sure like she fucked Big Ben, and they're like, sure. This is fucking nuts.
Who didn't?
Yeah, dude. I mean, Ben tore it down when he got here.
Yeah, he did.
He fucking tore it down.
Kenny Pickett's on a tear too.
No, he's not. He fucking got that lady. She's hot though.
I'm sure he's ponding some. After I drove through Oakland, he's ponding some coups.
You think he's
He was at the
ponding?
game. He was at the game.
Yeah, absolutely. He knows.
John, when I looked this up, I thought of you. I know you like talking about shit like this. So it says the average male ejaculates 28 miles per hour. How fast do you think you come? Like, I'm not saying like minute-wise. I'm saying like, how fast do you think the
velocity
load leaves your dick? Like, what if you had to put an MPH on it?
Well, I have
Like, if you had a gun,
three
a
kids that I
radar
know
gun.
of.
So you think you got a
What's
pretty,
like a top speed?
28 miles per hour is average.
I'm at then I'm at like 40.
Oh, Johnny Bascom!
Is that on Vin Diesel?
Johnny's putting holes in bitches over here.
That's on Clint
Jesus
Eastwood.
Christ!
You're coming out shooting, baby.
Top Gun.
Average? Where are you at?
I'm a slow comer. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm like 16.
Dude.
They crawl out.
Are you a dribbler?
I'm not a dribbler. I'm not.
The dick dribbler. Ready the dick dribbler.
I'm not a
Okay.
dribbler, but like I don't. I'm not Peter North. I'll tell you that.
I didn't say there's a ton. I just said it flies out.
Yeah, I can never get it to fly. It's just,
Hold it back harder.
You gotta.
pulling it
You have
up.
a-
You gotta dig in. You gotta put that one
wait a
foot on the
couple
ground.
days.
Well, surely you're talking. What do you got? You got some hard cum?
Oh yeah, fastballs, dude. I'm like,
He's not circumcised, so he gets blocked. It's like
Yeah,
getting
right.
a field goal block.
it has to be fast. Yeah, it's breaking through the defense.
It's like a fire hydrant, just sprays everywhere. Rose is like, God damn it, Anthony, there's fucking cum all over
She's like, I'm gonna clean the goddamn drapes again.
How are we gonna eat this meatloaf?
I know Shuley's mom's right there, and I'm just like doing my best, and it's like, look at Nick. I know she's right there, and I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking stare at that fucking wall.
Hi, Ma.
Let's get into some corn dick of the week here. New York City has banned the sale of whipped cream to anyone under the age of 21 because they're doing whippets. Zebra, I would imagine you have a whippet or two story.
Yeah, I used to. Is Stutch still here?
He's probably just doing it with
He's in the
bathroom. He just brought all the whippets down at fucking Hookahs.
I remember I was like 13 years old. I didn't know what a whippet was, and it was like this cartridge, and we had to go over to fucking Teleropa. You guys remember a Teleropa? Yeah. It was like a little hippie store, and you could buy fucking whippet crackers, and they sold like weed balls. And there was like the 30-year-old pervert guy that worked there. He was a fucking creep. But anyway, like he was like, yeah. And I remember me and Stutch, he was like, if you pitch him $5, I'll pitch him $5. We'll get these whippets. We'll be all fucked up. I didn't know nothing about these whippets. I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. It literally lasted 27 seconds. And all it does, it makes your head like, wow. And I'm like, what a waste of. At that point, I thought drugs were stupid. Then I ended up finding out about crack. I'm like, dude, we should have been. That $5 would have been much better spent on crack than a fucking whippet. But I remember, like, dude, like on Thanksgiving, I was all drunk, all liquored up, and literally like hammering whipped cream to the point where like other family members would go to use it, and it was like coming out like Jack's dick, like it was just.
That was a good job to walk out all the way over there. That's impressive. I never did a whippet, but I did do some duster. Remember duster?
Did you almost die on Tilbury Street?
No, yeah, Greenfield Avenue. So I was like,
Tell them what duster,
Duster's just keyboard cleaner. That's all. Just good
People used to
old-fashioned
huff
keyboard
it
cleaner
back in the day.
that I huffed one time and it almost put me out. So I'm walking up Greenfield Avenue. I see all the bad kids, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, bad kids?" And they're like, "What are you up to?" I'm like, "Nothing." Like, what's going on? And I hear you want to do some duster? And I was like, no, not really, but like, you guys are doing duster.
Peer pressure's a
I have a feeling
motherfucker.
I'm about to do some duster. Yeah. So I was like, what do I got to do? And Capo was just like, open your mouth and fucking
breathe.
That's it, and breathe. So he just sprays this duster into my mouth. And when I say, like, I blacked out, like, I completely blacked out, started to fall. And, like, there was cars flying up the avenue. He grabbed me and threw me up against the wall, and it saved my life. Dusters, it almost killed me. I was almost
No, Jack literally fell into traffic.
Yeah.
And dudes had to save his
Were you
fucking
part of the bad
life.
kids? I don't
Yeah,
remember
you were a
being
bad
there.
kid.
I heard a story.
You hear that, Mrs. Shuley? Bad kid.
Used to hot duster.
Do you remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but they were talking about this on DVD the other day, Jeebers.
Jeebs, yeah,
GHB. And it was like, what it was a date rape drug. And then this kid, our one buddy Mike, brought a fucking gallon of date rape drug. It was like, you guys want to party? And we're like, yeah, dude, let's get fucked up. So like, he was like, it's just like beer. You know what I mean? I'm like, sweet, let me get some. So like 7 of us basically date rape drugged each other. So we're up at this field in Greenfield called Hammer Field, and everybody drinks the Jeeber, and like a half hour later, like the older kids come, and they could have did whatever they wanted to us. And there's just 7. Someone could have had their way with us.
It looked like the Jonestown Massacre. You do just laying on the grass. What the fuck?
And I remember our one buddy went home, and his mom came in the house, and he was butt naked, and he was fucking putting spaghetti all over his face, but not like getting it in there. And his mom was like, David, what the fuck are you doing? And it was Schuster. He's like, David, what the fuck are you doing? And Schuster was like, nothing, Mom. I'm just watching TV. And she was like, it's not even on, you fucking idiot.
Dude, I went to a roofie party up IUP before. And like literally drove, like our boy hit us up. He's like, dude, there's a roofie party. I work on a turnpike with this dude. He's having a roofie party. He goes to IUP. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, they put like a bunch of roofies in the Kool-Aid and everybody drinks it, and like, shit gets weird. And I'm like, all right. I was like,
I'm on my way.
Yeah, so we drove up there, and like we got up there, and they're like, this one's like vodka and Kool-Aid, like a jungle juice, and they're like, this is the other one, it's a jungle juice, but there's roofies in it. And like literally everybody is drinking the roofie juice. And like me and Deese, I'm like, dude, I'm not drinking that. Like, what the fuck? We don't even go up here. We don't have nowhere to stay. Like, fucking, we might have to drive home later. So fucking, we don't drink the roofie juice at all. And when I say everybody that was at that party just passed out and fell asleep, and like dudes just start creeping. I was like, time to go, buddy. It's time to go because shit is getting. And we drove back to Pittsburgh.
I'm
Like,
about to catch a case.
I never heard of a roofie party before.
Neither did I. That's
Yeah.
the
We
fucking
have one
thing.
down Hammer one. I thought that's
Well, yeah, that was like a roofie celebration. That wasn't more. I went with the fest.
That was like Roofie Palooza.
Yeah, that wasn't like much of like that was just a small roofie gathering. You know what I mean? It wasn't much of a party.
Yeah,
You
no
just-
one was getting raped. Or
You just
anything.
lay there and shit your pants. That's why.
Just forgot to breathe for a little bit. That's all.
Oh, dude.
Oh, Kenny's bringing.
Speaking of Casper, we got bad news. Herpes are spreading throughout the hookah community. So you can get herpes through a hookah now. Like, you shouldn't be able to get herpes through like hookahs
Who's
or
hookah?
bongs.
You shouldn't be
dude, the
smoking
kids-
hookahs.
Yeah.
It's a
kids
fucking
hookah-
moral
the
of the
kids hookah,
story.
John. The kids hookah.
Yeah,
Dude,
smoke some
if I'm
weed
gonna get
or
herpes,
crack.
let me fuck some chick from Carrick, the old fashioned way.
I want to get it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, right.
Or get boofed or something.
You think you can get herpes from boofing?
No, I just fucking threw.
You just
boofing.
wanted to
I
work.
just wanted to
You're
say
like,
boofing.
I need to work boofing here anyway.
Yeah,
he did.
And I found a way.
Dude, so the cops released a bunch of pics of the couple that was getting weird in the Oakland A's game.
Okay.
You know, I thought it was cool because I thought it was like two young, hot, like you know,
Gross.
Yeah.
it was a bunch of dirty hippies.
Smoking hookahs.
No, just like, dude, I don't like
hookahs,
dirty
sucking
hippies.
dick.
I don't want dirty hippies fucking around me. I don't want them fucking at baseball games. We can't give dirty hippies a free pass because they'll fucking do whatever they want. So like, it was cool. I was like, oh, this is a cool story. Like young kids fucking in the stands, good for them. Dirty hippies, I'm out.
Gross.
I could smell the patchouli from here. Just here.
Oh yeah, you hate patchouli.
I do.
Patchouli's gross.
A lot of pubic hair.
My girlfriend wears patchouli, and she's like, I'm like, why do you wear that? Like, you take a shower, you're nice and clean, you shave your armpits, and then you ruin the whole mood by putting that fucking patchouli on. You know what I mean? Because my whole experience with patchouli is with homeless people in a homeless shelter. That's what they wore.
Because it
That
covers
they
the
mask.
funk.
Yeah, it covers up anything.
It covers up everything. Like that's like
You
a
could go on a
hippie
7-day
weed
bender and put on patchouli, and that's all you smell like.
thing. Dad will do you.
Is there any patchouli people in the crowd?
Yeah, where's she at?
You dirty hippie.
Get out of here.
Is that Brittany?
We got some brother in arms here too. Leonardo DiCaprio keeps the trend up, breaking up with girls that when they turn 25. So when you hit 25, Leo dumps you.
Yeah, that makes you.
Dude,
Why not?
That'd be great.
To have that kind
It's
of
Leonardo DiCaprio, dude. That's what he does.
yeah, to have that kind of status to be like going out with a chick, and she just knows that clock, her biological clock is ticking.
In a
I'm
complete
24.
rocket. Yeah, 24, she's panicking like, oh my God, I got to try to get pregnant. You know what I mean?
She's
Or like,
24 and 11 months, and he's like, deuces.
And she's fucking smoking hot. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'll just start over with a nice 19-year-old.
Yeah, perfect.
Can you imagine how fast his shit shoots at?
Oh, dude.
I bet Leo got slow cum, dude.
You think he's a dribbler like you?
Dude, I never said I was a dribbler. I just didn't say like, I'm not gonna knock down fucking.
It just falls out of your
You don't
penis.
think you can knock a couple dominoes over?
It's like a weak pea stream.
That's gonna be tough.
Like that game they got at fucking Kennywood, we were shooting a gun at the thing.
Dude, nowhere close. I'm not clearing the counter. Not clearing the counter, guys. Yeah, there we go.
Hey,
This guy
you know
got
what?
slow cum too.
Yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You and Jack can talk about that after the show.
They have a support. They got a support group next door. Slow covers.
Kenny, you shoot big loads. I know you do.
Dude, Kenny shoots a lot.
Yeah, he knows. Kenny gets it.
Kenny could have knocked down the Twin Towers.
That's Kenny Fetterman, everybody. He's running for governor. He's running for lieutenant governor. He's like, no, the convicts out, holy shit.
Kenny, I would love to see you come, buddy. I would love to see you come. The average man spends 7 hours a year hiding for peace and quiet in a bathroom. 7 hours seems light, doesn't it?
That's
Real
so
light.
light. I do 7
Yeah.
hours a day.
Look at Julie's
Rosa, this motherfucker shits all the time. I don't. I just sit there.
I mean, if you're talking about 7 hours a year,
That's
work.
like 10 minutes a day.
Yeah, work can't be factored in it because like if you're an hourly gig,
Yeah.
you know, pooping's a production.
Right.
It's a 45-minute like you let everybody know like, hey man, I'm about to go shit. Then you wait 15 minutes. And then you charge your phone.
Hold my
grab something
calls.
to eat. Yeah, you got to get through TikTok. You got to.
When you work outside, it's a little different though.
Yeah, you got to shit
Because
and run.
I got a ton of shitting outside stories, and I remember the one I was working with Shuley and his dad. I was on heroin at the time, and I remember Shuley's dad was like, "Joe, can I get $50?" And he was like, "For what?" I was like, "I need it real quick to pay one of my bills." He was like, "I don't have any cash on me, asshole." I was like, "Well, I'm gonna go shit my pants." So I literally ran under a pine tree. And here was the problem. The pine tree didn't cover all the way to the bottom. So you could still see from like my fucking knee down.
No, it's knee down. That fucking pine tree stopped 4 feet from the ground,
Yeah.
dude. And then all you seen was his white ass and his fucking calves.
And I'm shitting.
Dude.
And I got one.
Yeah.
And I got one sock because I had to pull a sock off to wipe my ass. You know what I mean? This old lady whose house we're working at comes out and starts spraying my fucking feet with a hose. I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'm fucking going through withdrawals. I'm trying to shit under the tree. Fucking Joe came over like, "Here's the $50. Go do what you got to do." Can't have you shitting under the customer's trees.
We charge extra from fertilizer and everything.
Should we do some gear grinders?
Yeah, jump into some gear grinders.
Joey, guess what? Gear grinders this
I'm
week,
the
buddy.
first one.
No, we'll get Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah, we'll go Johnny.
We
go
do
first.
these.
Grinding them gears.
All right, so I recently got a dog. Whatever, he's a pain in the ass. I hate him. Anyhow, everybody wants to know, like people that shouldn't even ask, like when I'm getting them neutered. Like it's none of your fucking business.
Yeah.
I got a boy. I got 3 girls at the house. I got a boy dog. Yeah. I don't know if I want to clip his nuts.
I like it.
I think you probably do.
You too?
Hey, what's the velocity on that?
Yeah, he's gonna start coming on him.
Well, when he does, I'll deal with it then. You know, if he humps a pillow a little bit,
Yeah, I
what do you
mean,
mean it's too late?
You're gonna start cleaning up
You
dog
fucking
loads.
Bob
sooner than
Barker.
later.
You gotta clear up your loads, dog loads.
I mean, it's none of your business, really. Is it?
It is.
Your dog?
No, it is not.
I don't ask what you do at your house.
No, people are not.
You're right, see? You're grinding my gears
Yeah.
right now.
I recently got married. Everyone's like, "When are you gonna have some
Right.
money?" Shut
Same
the
thing.
Fuck up.
Somebody should neuter you.
You'll know when you get to save the date or you don't.
Right. If he starts,
I know how to get invited to a fucking bachelor
Starts
party.
humping the
I know
kids, I'll get 'em
that.
neutered.
I know that's sure.
Dude, we're too old to bachelor party, man.
Oh, are we?
Fuck it. It's over. It's over.
We're bringing the Polish Hill crew with us.
My colon can't handle a bachelor party.
it's not for you, Jack. It's for us.
Yeah, you selfish asshole.
Well, it is a bachelor party, so if I'm going, I might get a little fucked in the ass. Get a little crazy.
You got that brand new asshole. Down to test it out.
Just tighten it up.
I wouldn't mind taking it for a test run.
Yeah.
Surely you got a grinder.
You know what I do? Usually I don't like to talk about Rosa. But
Rosa, stand up and show your face.
Hey. Remember this. So Michael, he got me, doing stand-up shows and shit like that. And you're all one man on the stage, you get a little bit nervous. So I'm like, this is 4 of us. I'm fine. And I come home from work and I'm like, Rosa, what? I don't smell anything cooking. Like, what the fuck? Like, what did you order? A pizza? Like, we got hamburgers? Like, I don't know. No, we got nothing, dude. We got nothing, dude. And she was like, oh, honey, I didn't want to make any dinner. I thought you'd be nervous.
So what, your kids didn't eat because you had a comedy show?
No, she dropped the kids off. She's fucking pawning them off of my in-laws. But I tell you what she didn't pawn off was my fucking growling stomach, dude. I was fucking starving. She's like, well, I thought you would be so nervous about your show, so I didn't want to cook you anything and make you even more nervous. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I'm fucking starving. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. How white trash is that? I live across the street. I live across the street in Allentown, dude. I ate a pot pie for fucking dinner.
I thought she said you ate a pot pie. You ate a pot pie?
A pot, like a
Joey
fucking...
loves chicken pot pie.
I do. I ain't gonna lie.
That's some white trash shit.
Shuley came home and Rose was like, Anthony, I made you some Adderall.
That'd be better than nothing.
She was like, guess what? She was like, it's an Adderall casserole. with a fucking a touch of White Claw.
Girls' night out.
Yeah. Fucking.
You know there's none of that left.
Girls love.
Yeah.
Girls
Yeah,
love
I went there and the
Adderall.
Adderall casserole's gone.
Adderall and White Claw. Way to any woman's heart.
Z-Bird, you go to Grounder.
Yeah, a little bit. So I've been working by myself the past couple days, and occasionally I got to stop off and go to the bathroom. And I'm noticing convenience stores, they're not that convenient because most of them you can't take a shit in them anymore. And I'm like, there was 3 different places in Square Hill that don't allow you to use the bathroom. I said, you should take the name convenient right out of that fucking store. How about I shit over there right next to your slushy machine, you know?
Right next to the dumpster.
Yeah, fuck the dumpster. I'll shit right next to the Kit Kats, cuz I don't give a fuck. When did they stop letting you use the bathrooms at the fucking convenience store, or say they're for private use only? Like, we don't have one. I know you have one. You're 300 pounds. You're shitting 6 times a day. Come on, Bertha. Where's the shitter at? You know what I mean?
So you went in there.
I want
and
the
I
good
asked her,
shitter. I want the employee
You're
shitter.
like, hey, where's the bathroom at? She's like, no bathroom. Like, hey, I really need to go to the bathroom.
I reiterated it. I said, I'll buy. I said, hey, I even gave her the order. I'm going to buy something. I just got to use the bathroom because I already came from the fucking Frick Park Market where they said I couldn't shit at. So I'm like, I'm not allowed to shit here. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, motherfucker. So I was like, I drive to my other spot. And then she was like, we don't, no one uses the bathroom. So you have a bathroom and no one uses it. So you like me when I was 20 years old, you just shit in your pants all day and working? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, you got to take the word convenient out of the convenience store if you can't shit in the store. That's just the bottom line. That's my gear grind.
If I buy something somewhere, I should be able to shit there too.
I should be able to do whatever I want.
Yeah. I'll buy toilet paper off you if you want. You know what I mean? I won't even use yours.
I'll restock the shit tickets.
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of money that, like, in an emergency shit situation that I would pay is just like, you could name your price.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It could be anything.
They got you by the balls, dude. Like, I'll give you whatever you want right now if you let me shit in this warm, cold,
Just
clean
let me get
place.
it out of my butt.
I think realistically, like if it was between shitting outside or shitting in a building, I would have no problem giving up $47. Is
That's a lot.
That's the market
That's a
price.
lot.
I mean,
No.
There's
Dude,
good porta johns around town.
No, I'm saying, but like that's my options. Like I can't make it to a porta john. They're like, you can use my bathroom, or you got to shit next to the store.
$47 all day.
when it's an emergency, dude, you could go higher.
How do you guys feel about that? Where are you at financially? What would you pay?
Kenny, where do you shit at?
That's the answer, Polish. Okay.
I think we knew that was going to go there.
Yeah, Ken. And that's why we gotta let Kenny Fetterman for governor.
He loves to shit anywhere.
Yeah, shit wherever he went, like the criminals at.
It got to be done.
So everybody knows I've been doing aerobics lately.
Yeah.
It is good, Rosa. Thanks.
Not as good as their dinner.
Yeah. So I've been doing aerobics, and at this aerobics studio, they celebrate your 100th class, and I'm like in the 80s right now. And like,
80
Can't
aerobics
wait.
classes?
Did you buy new
John, you can't
spandex?
tell I did 80 aerobics.
Did you get new Lululemons for your fucking 100th class, dude?
Dude, I wish. But so the aerobics class, everybody gets together and they take like a fucking group boomerang, like woo, 100 class, and they tag you in it and they go Jack and all that shit. And I think I need to quit on my 99th class.
No, fuck that. Dude, that's content.
I've been like, there's a ton of shit going on, but like the thing that's been stressing me out the most is like this 100th aerobics class, dude. I can't, the amount of white that needs to go into that is fucking insane, and I just can't bring myself to do it. Like, I like the place, but I'm seriously like, I don't want to be the weirdo, like, hey man, I don't want to like leave
Don't
me
take
out.
my picture.
Yeah. I don't even like don't sing happy birthday to me. You know what I mean? I'm not an attention guy, Z-Bird. I don't like attention. I'm very modest. You know what I mean?
What do you wear to the aerobics class?
Shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, you don't get like.
You got
Spandex.
Richard
What
Simmons.
do you think? I Simmons it up.
I thought maybe.
That's what I pictured.
100% spandex.
You got the tank top and the short shorts. And the
He got like
socks
a
pulled
crop
up over
top.
your knees.
Oh, there's some spandex involved.
bit of
You know
umbrella.
what I mean?
Oh,
But
we
it's
already
underneath.
know.
It's like shit like this. You know, it's tight. You can see my ankles. So I think I need to quit the gym because I can't do a 100th like boomerang.
It's that big of a deal there.
Do it for us.
Dude, I mean, I just.
Gritty.
I'll quit this podcast right now. We make $0 off this fucking thing.
Wait till later. Wait till later.
Yeah, wait for
Everybody
the
fucking calm down.
You don't
Everybody
shoot the
fucking
grand-
relax.
You don't shoot off the grand finale in the middle of the show. You know?
Yeah.
Hang tight, cuz the beefy nips are coming.
They're not beefy. They're perfectly.
The seminator.
You'll put your eye out.
John's wife got like a broken back. What happened?
He's not paying.
John's shooting loads at 72 miles an hour.
She got bifocals on. Rec specs.
I mean, I never knew your loads were so hard, John. Good
Now
one
you
for
know.
An example? What the fuck?
I wouldn't mind. So, what would Greenfield do? Would you rather watch your buddy's sex tape with their ex, or would you watch your buddy's sex tape with their ex? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I think that's what like porn should be, like watching your friends fuck their wives and their girlfriends. Yeah, you know how much fucking better that would be than some stranger? Like if I could like tune in to John just throwing hard loads around Swiss Home Punk.
Shoot Joey across the room.
Right, ruining drywall everywhere.
You don't
That'd be
believe
great.
me? It's true.
No, I believe
Hey,
you.
you need a fans only page, guys.
John, you don't say much, especially when it comes to like sex stuff. And I brought up hard loads, and you're like, I got the hardest loads in town.
Average. I'm a little bit above average.
You said
a little
40
bit
miles
below.
per hour, dude.
Well, that's a little bit bigger than 20.
Forget about the curveball, Ricky. Give
right.
me the heater.
The Randy Johnson of loads.
I've said too much.
What is all this fucking paper?
I don't know. I feel like I'm ready to do it.
So the fucking.
I thought I was getting signed to like
So I never
fucking
fucking
college or
I never
something.
fucking graduated high school. So like we got these awards from Greenfield for like good
Allentown?
citizens. So I brought them like to display them. It's like the only thing we've ever.
Well, don't spill beer on it. Then.
Yeah, that's right.
Those COVID episodes were rough when we were doing them on the fucking phone. Jeez.
Zoom was rough.
Is eating out a stripper at a bachelor party something to brag about, or is it just disgusting? It's both.
Yeah.
It's both.
Well,
It's
it
both.
depends. There got to be a statute of limitations. It's a good story. Like after the fact, after your cold sore clears up.
And it also depends who you're bragging to.
Yeah, right.
That's
There
your
gotta be a
audience.
bunch of creeps like,
your
like
audience.
Kenny.
Your audience makes
Yeah,
a big
if you're
difference.
telling-
Kenny would love that story.
If you're telling your waitress at Denny's, it's a little weird.
But if you're telling Kenny Fetterman, he's gonna eat that up. Say, well, I know I love a little stripper pussy. You know what I mean?
He's like, so what? He's like, get a couple Valtrex, big deal. Kenny, why the fuck did you point at me?
All right, last one I got, then we'll get to some audience questions here. Z-Bird, you want to grab
Yeah,
them?
let me see it.
Dude,
You stay over at someone's house. When you wake up, you realize you pissed in their bed. Do you sneak out or do you tell them?
Trap door.
how close do you know the person?
Pretty close.
If it's like, Dave, if I pee at your house, I'm probably gonna tell you, dude.
No,
I might
I'm
even
gonna
throw them in the
leave.
washer for you.
I mean,
I'll do that.
Z-Bird pissed all over Joe Welsh before.
Yeah,
Like all over him and my parents' mattress.
that was a fun party. I remember, like, I got drunk. Jack's parents were in Hawaii. I fell asleep. I guess Joe was in the same bed as me, and I pissed my pants. And apparently, I pissed all over Joe too. Yeah. Piss happens. You know what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, I mean, you got a trap door unless it's someone you're close with. Or actually, the closer you are with them, the easier it is to trap door it and be like, ha ha, you wake up fucking warm and wet. You know, Kenny.
I heard a story where this guy, he hooked up with this chick and he pissed the bed. And she was still asleep. He realized he did it. So what he did, he like snuck out of the room, filled up a cup of water, came in, made enough noise so she would know, like to wake her up, and he just pretended like he tripped, and he threw water all over her bed. And he's like, "Oh my God!" She's like, "Oh, there's water everywhere." And there was piss everywhere.
He's like, sorry, babe.
Like, that's a major cover up.
He's like, sorry, babe. I was coming with a pitcher of water in our bedroom at 8 o'clock in the morning after a cocaine bender. That's completely normal.
Hey, when you're younger, you got a water bed?
Stab it. Just put a hole right. Put a hole right in that motherfucker. Yeah, fuck that. Stab that waterbed. Yeah, your nails are so long. Cut him. Look, you put a hole in the bed.
I did that when I was 16, and she never talked to me again. Told all of her. No, they knew it was me. No, no one believed that she pissed herself. It was like, oh my God, you pissed all over her. I'm like, yeah, whatever. She's fucking fat anyway. I ain't give a fuck.
Oh, Christ. What are these questions looking like?
There's some good questions. There's some fucking insane ones, but there's some good ones. This one is one that gets brought up all the time, and I know fucking these guys we've all heard it from our girlfriends or our wives. I'm the only one with a girlfriend. Know you guys are all married.
What a loser! You're not married.
No.
You ever thought you heard Jack Welsh making fun of you for not being married?
No. I mean, I'm like happy that I have a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Baby steps. You know what I mean? Don't
fucking pander to him. He's fucking fine.
This ain't.
Hey guys, Joe gonna take a piss. Everybody, just hold your applause till later. He's gonna shoot this piss right through the fucking wall. Wait till you see this.
I was thinking
He's gonna pressure wash the bathroom. This kid's pee hole is amazing. Biggest pee hole I've ever seen in my life.
Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, no more on. This ain't a fucking Jerry Lewis telethon. I'm not fucking slow like Jack's fucking girlfriend's aunt. You know what I mean? You don't gotta awe me. I'm okay. I can read and everything. I think. Let me see here. Surely here, read this. No, all right, this one's good. Would your wives or girlfriends like to share their gear grinders? 100%. My girlfriend always tells me her gear grinder. She always says, "You're so fucking messy." And I'm like, all right, well, you should let me on the podcast to say that. And I said, no, you're annoying. That's my gear grinder.
Yeah.
But she fucking does shit like this. I'll be eating dinner and she'll start running the vacuum underneath. You know what I mean? It drives me fucking nuts. So I used to eat chips and cheese, and I'd do that, and crumbs would get on the floor. So I said, fuck this. So I started melting the cheese in a bowl and crushing all the chips and mixing it together and making nacho soup. And that way I just fucking eat it like that.
That's fucking disgusting.
I'm vacuum that up off the fucking floor.
I honestly, I thought it was gross, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, dude, the nacho stew sounds fire.
Nacho stew sounds fucking fire.
Nacho stew sounds dope. Man.
What do you guys think? Would you?
All right, I know fucking Rosa always, her gear grinder for me would be that she always wants to tell me what we should say on the podcast. And I'm like, Rosa, just please make dinner.
Rosa was like, Anthony, I want you to buy me a new watch. And she always said, shut the fuck up, bitch. There's a clock on the stove.
Yeah. She was like, take me somewhere I've never been before. I said, go to the kitchen.
You just hijacked Barkley's joke like
that?
Yeah.
He ain't here.
Yeah. He ain't here to defend himself.
Yeah, that was a good joke.
I liked it.
So our wives, girlfriends, they're always telling we should go on there. The people get our report of you. No, are you fucking nuts? Are you?
I listen to you all day long. I come here to hang out with these guys.
You think these people want to hear what the fuck you have to say, Rosa? No.
I got a great idea. You put in all the hard work that we did in the past 3 fucking years, and you gals get together and start a podcast, and we'll see how it goes. I guarantee you won't be on time for the first episode.
I promise you that. You got Joanne on that motherfucker. You ain't gonna be on time.
Is she even still here?
Running late. And by episode 3, we'll all fucking hate each other. So that's.
Hey, that was a great idea. I have a better idea. No.
Yeah. You should come on. No.
No. Answer's no.
This one here actually kind of coincides with that one. It goes do you think the podcast has helped your mental health? Since you get to see your friends every week and talk about gear grinders, and you get times away from your significant other. Yes.
Absolutely.
I I can speak from at least me and John's perspective. He picks me up every day to go to the podcast on Tuesdays. That's like fucking therapy night, dude. We fucking bitch and moan to each other. We go there, we talk to these creeps, and then we come home. You know, I got a buzz going. It's fucking great.
So yes,
Right?
yeah, back to reality.
100%, yeah. No,
It's like-
all right, I'll see you tomorrow.
The podcast is like going to the gym. I dread going every Tuesday.
But I'm glad I went.
And then once I'm done, I'm like, all right, I'm glad I did.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, we can spend time with us four and Eagle Tits. There goes Eagle
Oh,
Tits. Eagle Tits.
Z-Bird gets to go in ID Labs, get a little contact high.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh man, that place is drenched with marijuana.
Dude, he gets
smoke.
it quick too. I go in there, he got the giggles.
He
dude.
gets there all early.
And then he starts, hey, he starts pounding root beers like a fucking maniac, dude. He's all giggly.
Goes to
Drinking root
Aiello's,
beers,
gets 6
dude.
slices for the ride home.
Yeah, definitely contact high.
It
Dude.
does,
Should be-
you know what I mean? I still got the same sobriety date. It doesn't count. We got a fucking question for Kenny. All right, Kenny, here you go.
Kenny.
It says, Kenny, do you have an alarm set to call Greenfield Finest Podcast every week, or do you wait for something good to happen and think, fuck, I got to call these guys? And is the number saved in your phone? And if it is, what's it saved under?
Saved under Greenfield'S fun.
All right.
And I'm a bus driver. I'm not allowed to listen to anything while I'm driving. So I never, ever, ever listen on Fridays on my last run to give me good weekend. So after I hear the podcast, I have some gear grinders in my head. Maybe something from the podcast gets me to say something, or maybe I have one I have to use that I had in the bank. You know, like the dishwasher thing was in the bank.
Yeah, you got him.
Sandbag it. Yeah. I tell you, I love it. Hey, give it up for Polish Hill fucking
Kenny! The best voicemails, dude. Polish Hill Kenny. He's the best.
This fucking had to be from Stutch. It was like, would you rather have two little legs dangling from your chin?
Wherever you want, buddy. Don't worry about
Yeah, don't worry. He's only on his 18th beer. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. He's driving a bus home. Don't try to talk. Just enjoy the show, guys.
it. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great, cuz.
My man, you look a little bit like Rick Moranis on cocaine. So anyway. Honey, I shrunk my dick. I did too much coke last night.
Coke jokes play.
Fuck that question. Mary, fuck you. That one's not any good. Who's your Greek? Did you write it? Who's your favorite person from Hazelwood? Not you.
That's like asking what's your favorite STD.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I'm a
all
fan of the
lowlights.
clap.
All right, let's see here. This is a weird fucking one. I'm gonna read it because I gotta know who wrote this. This is what made someone here has a serious issue. He goes, people that apply to a job an hour from home and then they're late and blame it on their car ride like it's a surprise. Listen, this isn't fucking human resources. We wanted like funny gear grinders, funny questions. Like, I don't give a fuck what's going on at work with fucking Samantha being late because her car isn't running. Or because Kenny was fucking drunk and the bus was running late. We don't give a fuck.
He blew right past my stop. I was late for work.
Dude, you could get you could lease a Honda Accord for like $159 a fucking month. Figure it out.
Here's the I gotta tell you guys are honestly the best fucking audience, but yous are the worst at questions. There's 120 people here, and there's 9 fucking things here. 4 of them make sense.
I can't imagine what Joe had to like fucking
2
get
of them
through.
weren't even readable.
3 of them I can't even. It's in fucking hieroglyphics.
Did you write something, Rosa?
We did
Thank
not.
God.
I said that makes sense if you couldn't read it.
Whoa. I told her that wasn't a thing.
All right, you want to get the
Yeah. I got a question for you, Rosa. Yeah. Yeah. Pot pies and oranges. No wonder I can't shit solid.
Keep
He got a shiny new butthole, man. He's fucking got the Cadillac of assholes right now.
Nice. It's a nice color. It looks like a peach ring. You want to get to the bottom of these nipples?
Who wants to see Jack's nipple?
Yeah!
Come
Kenny, get up
So
here.
it's gonna be up to Kenny or not if they're beefy or not. I think I have regular nipples. People say I'm gonna have beefy nipples. We'll see. Kenny, look at these nips.
Jack, nipples, nipples, nipples.
Where's the beef?
Kenny, hey Kenny, one time for a cock. Can we see your nips? Kenny's nips, Kenny's nips. Yeah,
Oh, he's double-breasted.
fuck yeah!
Kenny, you're the
Literally
best.
chest hair flying through the fucking. You ripped that off. I just got a mouthful of hair.
I think I got pink eye.
Where'd they get? Yeah, we're dead. Herpes is coming.
All right, everybody, you guys have fun tonight. Everybody, we love you guys. You're the reason we do the show. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. If you want to hang out, we're going to be here, take pictures, whatever. We got T-foot shirts for sale in the corner. We love you guys. That's all we got. Remember, folks, Greenfield loves you, and we're out.